What's good, y'all? Buckle up coming through on a quick drop special. Big ups to everybody already subbed in. Appreciate it all. And if you haven't already subbed in, sub in and welcome. And of course, if you feel what I'm talking about, make sure you hit that like sign before you get out of here. All right. I'm gonna bring the train out. I got some games for y'all. I got y'all on the games. Don't forget, take the money off the floor. And as always, Sports Prediction 101 Cash App link is in the description box for those who win and want to show love. Alright. So, let's get to the drop. Let's get to the drop. And what we came to chop it up about. Because pretty sure y'all know a few hours ago, I shot y'all a quick drop. And I was on the move and told y'all we got to finish chopping it up tonight. So that's what we going to do. So getting started, what we came here to talk about, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all then got a chance to see this Tank Davis interview. The most recent Tank Davis interview. And a lot of things were said in that interview. My guy, Outlaw Pugilist, just did a recent drop on this as well. Make sure y'all get over there and subscribe to my guy, Outlaw Pugilist, if you haven't, and watch his most recent drop on this Tank situation as well. Great show. Going right into this, I want to say this. Court bark for the bone saying this dumbass shit as far as Keyshawn. So, check this out. Keyshawn would have took the 25% from Devin because he over there hollering at the top of his motherfucking voice ready to bust a vein in his forehead. Keyshawn would have took the motherfucking 25%. Keyshawn would have took the motherfucking 25% from Devin. Yeah, Keyshawn would have took the 25% from Devin because Keyshawn wasn't a champion or Keyshawn wasn't a two-division unified champion. I seen somebody put that in your comments, which was a great point that I think you tried to overlook. Keyshawn, like he said, Keyshawn wasn't a two-division unified champion. That's why Keyshawn would have took the 25%. He would have took the motherfucking 25%. Same reason Frank Martin was supposed to take the $1 million offer from Shakur. That you say he had the right to ask for more money on. You contradictive as a motherfucker. Cause you know goddamn well that Keyshawn and Frank was in the same place back at that time. Both of them was really basically nobodies. Had done nothing. Never been champions in no division. None of that shit. When Keyshawn and them seeing each other and Frank seeing each other back when they had the little words with each other, neither one of them was champions at shit. Neither one of them never been champions in no divisions. Neither one of them really just wasn't nowhere at the time. They was just trying to come up and make some noise and say a few things. You overdoing the Frank Martin situation. So let's focus in on a statement Tank seems to keep making about Shakur Stevenson. Alright, I sat down and took the time and paid attention to this interview. So Tank just sat on this interview um, with a guy I believe is from Baltimore, but at this moment I can't remember. I can't remember his name right now. All right, as if I did, I'd tell y'all go sub to his channel. Cool guy, and he did an excellent interview. But watching this interview, I noticed how Tank was making it a point to seem like he on another level than Shakur, simply because he might be a little older. Well, let you know something, Tank. Age don't have nothing to do with accolades. It has nothing to do with accolades at all. And when you achieve them. It has nothing to do with accolades and when you achieve them. Who are you to knock the next fighter accolades simply because you haven't achieved the same accolades? Let's just be straight down the middle. A spade is a motherfucking spade. Cut it straight down the middle. You haven't achieved the same accolades as Shakur in the sport of boxing. Fuck all the fake more money talk. That fake more money talk than what it really is. Than what it really is talk that don't matter anyway. Cause it's a lot of people that say Bob Arum was paying a higher guarantee than Al Heyman, and people want to say Al Heyman pay a higher guarantee than Bob Arum, when motherfuckers was saying on paper that Deontay Wilder was getting $1 million or $2 million to take a showcase event against a FD level D or D level fighter to get the knockout for all the people that like to see knockouts. Basically, the same kind of lineup they done gave Tank after getting the belt from Pedraza. Because that's the main super belt that he won, like Shakur won his from Joel Gonzalez at 126. But we gonna get into all that. But yeah, all that money talk, we don't care about that anyway. When it come to money, us the fans always gonna go off what they give us access to see. We get access to knowing you getting $1 million a fight. That's what it is. When we found out Bub was getting $3 million a fight on Top Rank, guaranteed money, that is what it is. Anything more than that, we couldn't vouch for. And that's just all what we call hearsay. And most of all, the money don't matter to the boxing fans around the world, because his money don't feed all the fans around the world that might like him as a fighter and willing to pay for his pay-per-view or even come go to his fight live. He don't know all the people, and his money does nothing for them. They money do something for him. His accolades will always do something for the fan because they support what you're doing. And it makes them proud to see you keep winning championships or taking the big trophy. Just like we like to see the Ravens win the motherfucking Super Bowl. When the Ravens don't win the Super Bowl, we mad as a motherfucker. Right. We upset about the problems that took place to keep us from getting over that hump because we so pressed about getting that motherfucking trophy. Same thing with boxing. Same shit with boxing. We proud to see you keep winning championships or taking that trophy. In this case, it's them super belts. Tank said he ready to retire because it's nothing or nobody showing him nothing. And then you look at Tank resume and say, what the fuck is he talking about? Tank fans or people listening. Listen, Tank fans and Tank definitely. You drain Ryan. You drain Ryan. Ryan fought at 140 pounds, and the contract from your team, the contract from the PBC team and the Mayweather team demanded that Ryan fight you at 136 pounds. You didn't go up to 140 and fight Ryan Garcia. Why you drain Ryan when you could have just went to 140 to fight Ryan like you did Mario Barrios? C-level Mario Barrios. You know? I don't know. If anybody knows, and because I'm trying to figure out, did you even drain Mario Barrios? If anybody knows the weight situation when Tank fought Mario Barrios, let me know in the comments. Did Tank drain Mario Barrios? Or did Tank go to 140 and fight Mario Barrios? Because I don't know. And this shit confusing. And if you went to 140 to fight Mario Barrios, if you didn't drain him and you went to 140, then why didn't you go to 140 to fight Ryan? And why, when you went to 140, why didn't you just fight Josh Taylor, who was the undisputed champion with all 4 super belts at 140? Come on, y'all, the Tank fans, come on, y'all gotta come out, come on now, and come on, this just facts on the table. Can y'all help me the fuck out? Come in the comments and answer them type of questions for me. Why didn't he just do that? Or let me know, yeah, that's some real shit. Why did you fight for a crackerjack second tier belt holding Mario Barrios? After Shakur took his first super belt at 126. Since we comparing y'all, right? You saying he ain't do nothing. So after Shakur took his first belt at 126, like you took your first belt at 130 from Pedraza, Shakur took his first belt at 126 from 23-0, Joet Gonzalez. At least when he went up to 130, like when you went up and fought a second tier belt holder in Gamboa. He went up to 130. He fought guys like A-level Nakatilia, and he took Jamel Hearn super belt, along with unifying with A-level Oscar De La Hoya. Something you never did, Tank. Why are people not telling him this? Something that you never did. You left 130 and went to 135 and fought a second tier belt holder in Gamboa. You never unified with no opposing super belt holder in no division, Tank. So who really haven't done anything? You keep talking about Shakur was running around the ring. He was running around the ring against B plus level Edwin De Los Santos. But Shakur got the W. Why Tank ain't just pick Edwin De Los Santos when Loma turned him down instead of C-level Lamont Roach from one division beneath your division? What the fuck is going on? Why Tank don't fight De Los Santos from 135 and show Shakur how he's supposed to beat him? And why, or if you're going down there to 130, why you ain't fighting the top guy, the top champion at 130? But with Edwin De Los Santos, I guess Edwin De Los Santos, I guess he ain't done enough for you to fight him. I guess, right? Is that it? If Edwin De Los Santos had Shakur on the back foot all night, what would Edwin do with Tank? That would have been a passable fight that might have done 350 to 600K pay-per-view buys for Tank, him and Edwin De Los Santos. That's a fight that could go either way, just like it was close for Shakur. We didn't just automatically know Shakur could beat De Los Santos. We didn't know that before the fight. Like Shakur was going to beat, we didn't know that before the fight, like or Shakur was going to beat Joet Gonzalez or Oscar Valdez or Jamel Hearn. Tank don't have no names on his resume that people didn't know he might win, except for Jose Pedraza. Tank first super belt. Tank first super belt. Like nobody know who will win against his Tank first super belt is the same way like nobody would know who will win against Shakur and Joet Gonzalez, which was Shakur's first super belt. It was the same type of fights. We didn't know who was going to win with Tank and Pedraza, and we didn't know who was going to win with Shakur and Joet Gonzalez. That was even right there. But outside of Pedraza, we knew Tank was going to win. Everybody else, we didn't see him fight. We knew. We knew Tank was knocking out Leo Santa Cruz before the fight happened. We knew Tank was beating Frank Martin before the fight happened because Frank Martin was a nobody then and still a nobody now. Tank told Frank it's levels to this shit. Himself. He told him that. Now, if Tank versus Loma would have happened, now that would have had a curiosity. That would have been a curiosity fight. Very interesting. But he didn't get it. He wouldn't get it. So, Loma didn't give it to them when Loma didn't give it. I mean, Tank ain't give it to them when he wanted it. He ain't give it to them when they wanted it. He playing games like y'all was when Floyd told Tank he could age Loma out. Loma always been a threat to Tank's O. Shakur is currently a threat to Tank O. Devin Haney is a threat to his O. T.O. is definitely a whole threat to your O. Real soon, Abdullah Mason will be a threat to your O. So you definitely might want to hurry up and do what you're going to do because Abdullah about to fuck up a lot of y'all plans out there. And that go for Shakur, Loma, Keyshawn, and Tank. All you boys got a problem. Um, all you got boys got a problem with that. He's a problem that's about to create a whole lot of havoc at 135. So Tank, the way you talking right now, I can tell you ahead of time that Abdullah not going to be the one to hear none of that. I can tell you that now. None of that you was talking on that interview. So you can keep downplaying talent around you and keep not fighting any of them. But all you're going to do is put yourself in the same Deontay Wilder, the same same situation Deontay Wilder got in when he finally decided to fight A-level opposition in Fury and got mollywopped and beat on like he stole something. And after Fury finished with him, Joseph Parker did him dirty, and Big Bang Zhang did him dirty too. Gave him his walking papers. But his career ended like that because he was knocking out after C-level opposition his entire fucking career. His entire fucking career, he been knocking out after C-level opposition. Real shit. And when Tank finally gets that A-level guy, he would be curious about we would be curious about who will win. That's the fight that's the type of fight that Tank can end up in, and end up in that same boat Wilder ended up in, because he took too long. Tank end up getting the opponent that's a 50-50 opponent. He can end up in that same boat Wilder ended up in, all because he took way too long to start fighting the true threats who also carry them fucking super belts in his division or around his division, north or south. At this point in Tank career, he not supposed to be pursuing anything but super belt holders at 130, 135, and 140. Anything outside of that, he might as well retire. We got so many new fighters on the way in. It's time to focus on the new crop. I'm not sitting around on my channel every day begging a man to take fights in his heart he not interested in taking. And I got tons of other fights, even in other divisions, to focus on. We remember Muhammad Ali because of all the A and B level opposition that he faced, and the accolades, all the accolades of accomplishing that came with accomplishing undisputed. We remember Floyd because he was a 5-division champion who had the A and B level opposition on his resume, and he managed to stay undefeated throughout it all. Why are you comparing yourself to Floyd? I don't know. But it's no comparison at all. It's no comparison at all right now. You gotta you gotta prove yourself or retire. Real shit. Prove yourself or retire. See y'all on the Get Back.
I guess they thought it was over. The Maybach came with you then? Kept it going like a hoverboard, get some bitches started lost the charm. Okay, young and rich, it's hard to maintain a life when you still an artist. Me and Bag had a disagreement, and this shit make lives and large. Nigga, I never had to talk about you. Nigga, you helped out my whole family. I love you pussies doing all that talking when the fox kids strip your ass naked. I'm safe. These niggas on my spot, but God already called and told me I'm fixing. Man, police game, they ain't changing the fake. I got bust on when he catch you. Hey man, nigga ain't gonna none of that nice ass shit, man. I took a lot of mud and blood to be this shit. No more access around this shit, nigga. No more new freight around this. And if this shit go down the drain, niggas gonna be cause of me, nigga. Oil fall on low. A fuck nigga ain't gonna be the real. I sit in the cold for this shit. I sold a lot of balls for this shit, nigga. I sit up in the cold for this shit. Mama ain't have a home for this shit. Keep going. Back then I couldn't even borrow, niggas ain't give me nothing to hold but my dick. Now look out, I'm tired of turning M's up in driveway full of shit. BD Pam and Lil Key.
Shit, which one? That shit with the demon in the jailbreak.
It's like on my mind while I sit here and pop a paint. And they say, hey, Kavon, every time I walk in the bank. I guess they thought it was over. The Maybach came with a chauffeur. I then kept it going like a hoverboard, get some bitches started lost the charm. Okay, young and rich, it's hard to maintain a life when you still an artist. Me and Bag had a disagreement, and this shit make lives and large. Nigga, my mama smiling every day. I take a nigga like to keep a fake like burn them kids charged every day. I got M niggas, how they beat their case like this. Paid up lawyers, that's how we do it. Made up stories, that's how they do it. I don't give a fuck about no blouse, who the fuck behind their page. You get the picture, fat what you want, bless it. I ain't trying to get on why they diss it. I just told mama fuck. She said, bitch, run to that shit, eat my children. This ain't the only thing I'm missing. I'm too rich to go against. I'm vacate to the Yemen. Yeah, I part of Z's, how you shoot with the fishes. I can park a rose in my kitchen. Pussy, Valencia boots, I ain't tripping. I just talk to fire, they say. By my name, number hits. I'm playing with cheese, I ain't never seen. Man, they kill my man, they can't enjoy with me. Told God I'ma work the back seat while you keep on steering.